Hey gang, it's me, Dr. Steve, once again coming to you from the beautiful Outer Banks, North Carolina, OBX as they say out here. And alas, things just got worse for bike riding Biden. On the heels of the Hunter Biden plea deal implosion, now virtually all the polls are showing that were the election held today, Biden would be crushed by Trump. A brand new premise data poll has Trump beating Biden by 43 to 39. The latest Messenger Harris poll also has Trump beating Biden by 46 to 42. The latest Harvard Harris poll has Trump beating Biden by 5. It's Trump 45 to Biden barely cracking 40. Get this, among independents in that Harvard Harris poll, Trump has a near 20-point lead over Biden. Keep in mind, this is the third Harvard Harris poll in a row that shows Trump in the lead. In fact, all the polls are basically showing the same thing. All of them. We're talking Quinnipiac, Harvard Harris, Emerson, New York Times, CNN. All of these polls show a double-digit swing towards Trump over Biden since 2020. On top of all that, we got a new poll out that's absolutely terrifying the Democrats. We've talked about this before. It's an Echelon Insights poll of battleground states. And according to the poll, were the election held today, Trump would crush Biden by 7 points, 48 to 41. So we're talking Wisconsin, Arizona, Georgia, Michigan. Trump would utterly decimate Biden by 7 points. To make matters even worse, the latest Harvard Harris has Bobby Kennedy Jr. nipping at Biden's heels in the Democrat primary. RFK is the highest favorability rating among all the candidates, nearly 50%, which is huge. Biden, of course, is tanking into the 30s, well behind Trump in favorability. Kennedy's risen upwards to 20% in number of polls, and we've got polling that shows that about a third of Democrats actually don't really know that much about Bobby Kennedy, and of that third, 2/3 want to see someone else other than Biden. So this is why the Biden camp is freaking out over Bobby Kennedy Jr. They know he is definitely formidable. When a third of your party hasn't even formed an opinion of him yet, and 2/3 of those want someone else other than Biden. By contrast, Trump is now polling upwards of 60% support among Republicans. I mean, dominance doesn't even begin to describe it. His lead over DeSantis has actually grown 10 points in the last 2 weeks. DeSantis, for his part, I mean, he's just imploding. It's sad, to be honest with you. I mean, it's difficult for a state governor to translate his local state-specific success into a national platform. Scott Walker, for example, he was very successful governor of the great state of Wisconsin. And back in 2016, he was considered to be the ideal presidential candidate. It was thought he could flip Wisconsin for the Republicans for the first time in 30 years, which is, of course, what Trump did. But his presidential aspirations were a disaster. He was one of the earliest to drop out from the crowded field. Or think of Christie, right, of Jersey. I mean, he actually left office with one of the lowest approval ratings ever for a governor of New Jersey. And good riddance, because he turned out to be nothing more than just a feckless rhino, as we're seeing currently, right, with his latest pathetic attempt at getting the nomination. He can't even break 1% support. It's embarrassing. But hey, it's a business model as far as he's concerned. But again, by contrast, the Trump train just continues to ride on. And we're going to see exactly why he will continue to dominate the field and get this job finished full steam ahead. But first, gang, you got to click on that link below and get yourself Mike Lindell's brand new pillows. He's done it. He's done the impossible. He's taken what was already one of the most comfortable pillows on the market and made it even better. That's right. My Pillow 2.0 is here with Mike's new cooling fabric technology combined with his original My Pillow fill. This is truly the most comfortable pillow out there. It's always cool to the touch and provides some of the best neck support I've ever experienced in a pillow, leading to some pretty incredible sleep, gang. For a limited time, Mike is providing over $150 off his new My Pillow if you use code Turley. That's right, mypillow.com/Turley will get you massive savings on a set of 4 My Pillow 2.0s. Mike's a true patriot. He's a friend of the show and a bona fide American entrepreneur. It's really a great product, so don't wait. Mike told me these new pillows are selling like hotcakes, and this offer will not last forever. Click on that link in my description and use code Turley to get your My Pillow 2.0 today. One of the reasons Trump has been so dominant of late is because of what political strategist Dick Morris calls Trump's hybridity. Now, this is the strategy that Morris has been advocating, that Trump is clearly channeling thus far, in that he's running as the first hybrid candidate, part incumbent, part candidate, right? So this is Trump's huge advantage that no other Republican has going into this election. So as a candidate, as a challenger, he's going around just slamming Biden on the looming recession and inflation and open borders in Ukraine and all that. And traditionally, the response of the incumbent to the challenger is, oh yeah, well, how do we know you can do better? And that tends to be the Achilles heel of any challenger, right? The incumbent is like, at least I got a record. At least we know what we're going to get. What are you going to do? You know, you could be 10 times worse. But this is the advantage of Trump's hybridity. Biden can't say that to Trump. Everywhere Trump goes, he points to success after success after success as a proven track record for getting our nation back on track. So this is the advantage he has of a hybrid candidacy. And again, no other GOP candidate has that advantage. And this is why I believe Trump's candidacy has thus far been so successful, both inside the GOP to secure the nomination, and then, of course, head-to-head against Biden. As the first hybrid candidate, one that got more votes than any previous incumbent in history, he's already a very strong candidate. And with Biden continuing to fade in the polls and in public sentiment, it looks like Trump is only going to get stronger.
Are you ready to join the resistance? Because I'm leading a group of dedicated, courageous patriots who can lead a spearhead into the heart of the secular globalist establishment. We punished Bud Light and Target, driven CNN and the legacy media to near bankruptcy, forced BlackRock to backtrack on ESG, and now we're seeing our conservative-dominated Supreme Court ending affirmative action and protecting religious liberty. In my Insiders Club, I show you concrete steps to take locally and online that will only keep this mass uprising going until the battle is won. Don't wait. Click the link in my description below and join my Courageous Patriots Insiders Club today.